Why, hello. Last year, I took this portrait. Can you guess who this is? I mean, look closely. This is my dad, and today, that's why I'm making this video, he turns 80 years old.
Let me hug you too.
Yay! That's fantastic for a couple of reasons. Number one, we all hope that we reach 80 and plus. And two, he was struggling with some health issues, so we're so happy that he got to this birthday, which is fantastic, and he's doing well. So I wanted to make this video as a little happy birthday, I love you, Dad, and also for you guys, just show you what I was working on last year as an idea that never came to fruition, but my dad was helping me with it. And it was right in this office. That's what these photographs are. And my idea was to actually photograph headshots in the style of Mark Seliger or one of my favorite photographers, Joey L. There's this great portrait he did of Robert De Niro. And you can tell that these photographs were taken with medium format film cameras. And they just have a very cool quality. Like you could just take a headshot of one person and stare at it for forever. So I wanted to do that with anyone that was 80 or older because this personal project was going to just show all the stories in someone's face, all the wrinkles, all the beautiful age lines that we have. We're always trying to hide that stuff, but I think it's important that we sort of immortalize our faces in, 100 megapixel glory. So I had the GFX 100S Mark II, and at first I tried with the 110 millimeter f2, which is kind of like an 85 equivalent lens, and I didn't really like how that was looking. It's just 85 to me sometimes is a little boring for a headshot, and I could tell from the Joey L shot that it's just like a little wider. And luckily, Fujifilm lent me the 55 millimeter 1.7, which gave me the look I was going for, which is this photograph here, where you actually, it's about a 44 millimeter equivalent, that GFX lens. And I love how it actually is exactly what my dad looks like if I'm looking at him. And just how it focuses on his eyes kind of looking at you. And this reminds me of the very large format photographs they used to take, like of where you see a photograph of like Lincoln. They use these big 8x10 plates that you would own. The field of focus was just so tiny. So it kind of reminds me of that, but it's almost like a painting. And so the 55 millimeter 1.7 for me was the perfect lens for this project I was going to do, which again, never came to fruition, but I just love the look of it. And I tried it on my Nikon Z8, which is a full frame camera, not a medium. So we're going from a sensor that's like this to about like that. And I threw on the 50 millimeter 1.4 lens by Sigma, the art lens. And if I were to get close to Dad, I would kind of get the same sort of fall off in sharpness that I was looking for. But with full frame and getting that close, the closer you get to your subject with a lens, it just distorts a little bit too much. Now, for sure, I could do this project with a full frame camera. It would totally be fine. But there's just that special little something that you can't tell why you like it. And I think it's that the GFX doesn't distort the face with a sort of normal looking lens, like how our eyes see, and you get great fall off and you just get a great look from the person. So I love that about that lens, that 55 millimeter 1.7. But overall, it's about just, it doesn't matter what camera you use, it's your dad and you love your dad, and happy birthday, Dad. All right, I'll see you guys next time.